Your friendly Aussie FM YouTuber is back, and today we're looking at the top 11 potential wonder kids in Europe outside the top 5 leagues. There are a couple of bargains here, but there are also a few that will set you back a lot of money, but they could be essential to making sure your team achieves European success. All of these players, except for one of them, have a potential ability range of 150 to 180. These guys could become some of the best in the world if your save gives them that higher range. For reference, a 180 ability player is Rodri from Man City, as well as Edison, who we know are both outstanding in this game as they are in real life. And my sources tell me that simply liking this video and subscribing to this channel will mean all of these will become world beaters when you sign them for your club. So without further ado, let's start out with our number 11 and we head to Porto in Portugal for the 16-year-old Rodrigo Moura. He starts in their B team, and for less than £4 million, this guy is definitely one to send your scouts out to early in your game because he gets really expensive pretty soon. Playing anywhere along the attacking midfield line, his vision and flair will mean he will try those crazy passes that others won't even see. Next one up, staying in Portugal, but heading to their major rivals Benfica, we find the 18-year-old Joao Rego at number 8 on this list. This guy can already play anywhere across that attacking midfield region and can easily be retrained to play anywhere along the midfield or up front. He has the hallmarks of a great playmaker for your side, but for potentially just over £20 million, he is going to cost you. But if he gets that 180 ability, then this is an absolute bargain. Let's bring on that next one. And we're heading to the Netherlands to find the son of the legendary Robin van Persie. It's the 16-year-old Shaquille van Persie at number 9. Playing for the club his dad originally made his name for, Feyenoord, Shaquille was a natural striker who can play anywhere across attacking midfield. He needs to work on his finishing, but with the right training, this guy can be one of the best in the world, banging in loads of goals or setting up teammates for fun, depending on where you decide to play him. For less than £20 million, you'll be dancing around in celebration if you get him at his best. Number 8 is up now, and we find the incredible young Norwegian playing for Rosenborg, Sverre Holseth Nipan. This guy has already made his debut for the Rosenborg first team as their youngest ever player and played for their B side at just 14 years old. He can play anywhere in midfield and has all the hallmarks of a very creative playmaker or Metzala. At the start of the game, his value is so damn cheap as well, at less than £5 million. It's almost like you're taking a very small risk for potentially incredible reward. He could be your playmaker for a very long time. Lucky number 7 now, and of course it's the incredibly talented Subscribe to Mr. Apple's FM. With a current ability of 200 and a potential ability of 200, you should definitely consider subscribing so you don't miss out. Now for the real number 7, and we have the super talented 19-year-old Israeli Oscar Gluck. He's recently moved from Israel to RB Salzburg in Austria. He's already scored goals for Israel in senior international football and is a ridiculously good attacking midfielder in the playmaker or shadow striker role. His physicals are already strong, except for his strength I guess, and jumping reads, but it's okay, the guy can do everything else. At just under £20 million, his transfer value is only going to go up and up, so you better get in quick. Here we go from RB Salzburg back to RB Salzburg, because Gluck's 19-year-old teammate Karim Konaté is our number 6, but he could very well be one of the best number 9s in the world. Now this team is stacked with talent, but Konaté may very well be the most talented player of the list. If he reaches his 180 potential, if you're lucky enough to get him at that level, then he scores an insane amount of goals. His pace and acceleration are already outstanding and will cause a ridiculous amount of trouble for defenders for a very long time. It's top 5 time, and here's our player that makes this top 10 actually a top 11, and that's because he has a hard-coded potential ability of 160, which is a very good Premier League level player. It's the Norwegian winger and striker Andreas Schjelderup. This guy is seriously good with his technical and mentals for his age, but his physicals are lacking from where they probably need to be. He has the first touch and dribbling to be a great inside forward or inverted winger, but he just might get knocked off the ball by a feather. The top 4 players are all capable of starting for good teams, and number 4 is the Dutch wonder kid, centre back and left back from Ajax, Joao. Hato is just 17 at the start of the game, but he already has played plenty of times for Ajax in their first team, and in real life has even made his debut for the Netherlands at senior level. This guy already has good composure and plenty of other mental attributes that mean he's going to be an absolute star in the future. He's going to cost you though. He could be up to £80 million, but he is well worth the investment. We are up to number 3, and back to Portugal we go for the final 3 players, and first we have Benfica's incredible 18-year-old central midfield playmaker, Joao Neves, another player that could cost upwards of £75 million, though I have paid far less than that. If you get in early, this guy is a marvel in the centre of the park, and just look at that face. This kid looks like he's ridiculously enthusiastic, and with those mental attributes combined with his stamina and fitness, he can run all day long. Our top 2 on this list are both central defenders in Portugal, and coming in at number 2, simply because he starts with a slightly lower current ability, is the wonderful Ousmane Diomande from Sporting. This guy is the prototypical young ball-playing defender who can do the defensive side of the game really well, but then with the ball at his feet, his composure, vision and passing mean he is going to set up plenty of attacks going forward. The Ivorian is an absolute beast in the game, and if he gets that 180 potential, he becomes one of the best defenders in the world. And finally, that number 1 wonder kid in Europe outside the Big 5 leagues is the young man who at just 19 at the start of the game is becoming a mainstay for the Portuguese national team's backline. It's Antonio Silva from Benfica. Already he has solid physicals, and his mental attributes are increasing all the time. He has played plenty of football for Benfica, and, like Diomande, is more than comfortable with the ball at his feet and setting up attacks from the backline. Valued at up to £70 million, of course he is going to be pricey, but you won't find too many defenders that are better than him in a few years' time. That's today's list, and if you like that, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And also, check out this video somewhere on the screen which will show you the best potential wonder kids from South America. I bet there are a few there that you didn't know too much about. Have a wonderful day.